morning, friends. How are you doing today? I'm trying something new. It's like a compression vest, and I was looking up compression vests for like sensory issues, and most of them look like, I don't know, you wear them over your clothes. They don't look like real clothing, and I just don't want something that just screams autistic when it's not in a fashionable way. Is that silly? I don't know. Anyway, so I saw these compression vests, and they're technically supposed to be like some sort of like corset type thing, but this is like 2 sizes too big, so it's not actually reshaping my body, but it is giving me like gentle pressure, which is why I like wearing vests in general. But anyway, I just thought I would see if it helps with keeping myself regulated, because I find hugs to be very regulating. Anyway, so it's a bit of an experiment. I like how it feels. It is a very comforting feeling. It's almost like wearing a weighted blanket but around your whole torso, but not so tight that I don't feel like I can move. Like I said, this is like a 3 or a 4X, and I usually wear 2X shirts so that they're baggy. So anyway, so that's what I'm up to. Please remember at some point today to get up, to stretch a little bit, to drink some water, to take your meds if that applies to you, to eat something if you can. And I hope that you remember that you are loved, you matter. I'm so glad you're here with me, and I hope that you have an awesome day. So I'm getting ready to go into the office today. I'm already feeling dysregulated, so this arrived just in time. Having those 2 appointments yesterday was a bit much. Both appointments was overwhelming, and I worked in between. So anyway, so we're going to try to do our best, but also make space for where I am today, because that's a really important thing. A new pair of shoes. They're not new, actually. They actually belong to my son. So me and my boys are all the same shoe size right now. And so this was a pair of blazers that he had, and I painted this part white, this swoosh white, so it's all one color. And instead of laces, I got those rubber things so that I don't have to tie my shoes, because yes, I know how to tie my shoes, but it's just sometimes if I'm dealing with more than the usual amount of pain, going through the motions of tying my shoes can sometimes be a bit much. All right, let's go to work. So it's the end of the day, and I'm editing the video, and I realized that half of what I say in this next clip I already said earlier in the video. So sorry about my awkward self who can't remember that I said something earlier in the day and repeating it at the end of the day. It was a long work day, okay? Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Kisses. Hey. So I don't think I ever show you my outfits. This is what I wear actually almost every day to work. I have 2 shirts this color. This is actually my only pair of work pants. And then I wear this vest. Though, it's about time to switch to cardigans, and I can't wait! And then these shoes were my son's, but he didn't want them anymore, so I painted that white. I painted that white. And ta-da! Also, an important thing is the laces. I took the laces out, and it's these rubber things. I put them on these shoes and on these shoes because, honestly, let's just sit down, I'm tired. Sometimes tying my shoes is just too much in the morning. I know that sounds weird, but one of the things with inflammation, sometimes I have days where my hands hurt, and the tying of shoelaces is just, it's too much. The fine motor skills required is too much. It's a weird thing, and so having shoes where I don't have to tie them makes it a lot easier for me to get dressed in the morning. And I'm all about finding tricks to help me manage my chronic illness, my autism, and still be productive. And what I love about it is it doesn't scream, he couldn't tie his shoes today. Like, no one even notices. I wish there were more things like this for adults, more sensory and support aids that don't look like a sensory or support aid. You know what I mean? Like the vest situation, right? Like I told you, I started, I actually don't like how I look with that hat on. I know it's weird. I told you about the sensory vest I bought. Well, it's not actually a sensory vest. I think I already told you that. Like, the sensory vests that they sell look like a special aid kind of thing. And I hate that. I hate that. But this really, really helped. I didn't get overheated, and it just felt like I was being given a hug all day, and that gentle pressure was really helpful with me staying regulated, because I had some very stressful moments at work today, and focusing on that tactile pressure in addition to my fidgets, it really helped. Ready to go for a walk? Let's go. When it comes to support items for autistic adults, like I said, I'm so frustrated that they look childish, which is fine. I'm rather childish myself, I don't mind, but when it comes to what I wear to work, when I really need to present like an adult who knows what he's doing, I can't. Unfortunately, because of, the prejudice against autistic adults, disabled adults, I don't know. It's not that I'm trying to not look autistic, it's that I'm trying to look like an autistic adult. Does that make sense? Like, a lot of stuff that's made, it kind of makes you look like an autistic child. It makes you look helpless, and I just wish that they would make sensory vests that are designed to be worn under clothing, or that look like regular clothes. More fidget items that just look like jewelry or something that a grown-up would use. Do you know what I mean? That's why in my never-ending list of things that I want to do with my life, I would love to design clothing. I would love to design pants and shoes and socks and skirts and shirts and jackets and stuff for neurodiverse people that have fidgets built into them, that are made out of sensory-friendly materials, and more importantly, are affordable. Because there are people out there making sensory-friendly clothes, mostly for kids, but some for adults, but they're expensive. It's more than the average person can afford, and unfortunately, there are a lot of neurodiverse adults who, because of their neurodiversity, are not high-wage earners, and they don't have wealthy or well-to-do or financially comfortable parents to live with who can buy those things for them. So if you're someone like me, barely, making do from one year to the next financially with, I don't know. Ugh. That's the problem with vlogging for me. the closer to my heart a subject is, the more emotional it makes me, the harder it is to talk about it. And all of a sudden I can't put one word next to the other. And I'm a writer, though writing is different from speaking, I would argue. Anyway, I feel like I've said the same thing 10 times now in this video, so we're gonna stop here. You said it, Mr. Crow. I'm gonna finish up my walk and head home. My question for you is, have you found clothing or items that help you with your neurodiversity, your anxiety, your depression, your PTSD, or whatever your intersectionality is? What have you found that helps you? And let us know in the comments. Or just share your story, share your rant or frustration around not having the right clothing or items to help you for who you are and where you are in life. I love reading your stories. It really does make me feel less alone. And just thank you guys for being here, for watching my little videos. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, friends. Put you down. This is weird, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm giving you a hug. Yeah, just like that. Okay, if you didn't unsubscribe after that, I love you guys. Have a great one. And for now, I'm gonna drop you because this tripod won't stand still. You there? Okay. It's time for your next adventure. I'll miss you. Love you guys. Isn't it great that we can be awkward and weird together? Yes, I love us.